Hey, it's Alan here from the Rookies. I'm here to do another short video for the Rookie Awards and how to create an entry. So let's dive into it. First thing I'm going to do is just going to jump onto the actual platform that we have. And I'm just on a staging site here, so it's just for demo purposes. But once you come onto the platform, and you need to be a registered member to be able to enter into a contest or a challenge on our website, or even create a portfolio for that matter. And I do a video talking about the difference between what's the difference between creating a project for your portfolio and creating an entry for a contest. Two very different things, but I'll talk about video, so just have a search for that one. First thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to log in here. I've got what have I got here? Just log in there. And once I've logged in, then I'm going to go to the contest area up the top here. Now, if I'm thinking about entering into the Rookie Awards, then this is where I would come and I would hit Enter Contest. Now I'm going to create a new entry for this area. So I'm going to scroll down here. Now, the first thing that I'd do is I'd scroll, and this is a bit of an overview of the Rookie Awards itself, the various categories that we have. And then if I keep scrolling down, I've got an example of 3 of these categories. Normally we have a lot more, so make sure you have a look and see which category that you're interested in. There's also Film of the Year, Game of the Year, and Career Opportunities. For this example, I've just got a few. So say, for example, I'm interested in game design and development, or game development here. I can click on this category. It drops into this page, and this is a category brief, and this is specific to the game category, and this just gives me some information about the type of work that we're looking for that should be presented for this category. There might or might not be a little video there that helps describe it, but there definitely will be text that just you'll be able to help you understand what we're looking for. So once I have read that and I'm like, yep, 100% sure I'll enter into this category, then I can click on this Submit Test Entry. I click on that, and then I'm presented with this page builder. Now this is where you get to showcase your work in the best possible way in our page builder. Now we've got a couple of really little widgets in here, all these to be able to present your work. Now I always talk to people about, or people ask me, like, what is it, how do I create a good entry and so forth. I think the best way, or the way that I sort of tell people to check things out, is if you go back across to previous years of Rookie Awards and actually look at some of those. This is a great reference point for being able to check out what an award-winning entry looks like. So if we look at this concept art entry here, we can see that this person has created a nice image that is a header for this particular project. There's a nice description about what their project is all about. They've got some reference images of where they started from. You keep scrolling through, and there's some beautiful images here that judges can obviously check out if they want, and keep going down. And there's, they've created another header which is actually just defining the various projects that they've used to create this entry. So this is an amazing point of reference if you're wanting to come and just check out some of the ways that people present their work. So I'm just going to bounce back across here, and we're going to quickly run through how to create an entry. So the first thing I might do is just add some text. Now I've got some dummy text just over here. So I'm going to copy and paste that. I can just drop that in, drop that straight into that area. And then I hit done. So this, I'm defining a little bit about this project. Maybe in that previous example, I would add an image that I would have at the top of that. So I could do that. Now, if I added an image here, and I'll just drag one across, and I'll do this one here. You can see there I've got that one image, and I can go done. I can reorder this and make sure that that image is at the top, right? So I can always go back and reorder things if I need to. So maybe I'm going to add some more images. I can add an image row here which will just essentially just stack images next to each other on my page. Again, I have the option to reorder. If I don't like an image, I can delete it at this stage. I can add up to 4 images in this image row. So I'm going to add these 3. You can see there I'm getting some nice layout. Maybe I'm going to add a spacer. I'm going to add some more text because I'm going into another project. I can hit done. I can add another cool widget here, which is our process view. Now the judges really love this one, and I'll show you why. So I'm going to grab a couple of images, drop them in there, reorder that, and just go done. So this gives us the judges the ability to scrub through various images. So this is a great way if you've got a gray shaded model with a wireframe, with some textures, with some final lighting, and then you get the final render. Judges are able to really scrutinize that image just by using that scrubber and blending between the images. You can use this in a number of different ways. We've seen people, being able to animate and just show things off differently using this process view. So be creative with it. It's really fun little widget that past entrants have had a lot of fun with. Maybe I'll add another spacer there. Now I want to get into embedding some video. So we've got Embed Vimeo here. I need to grab the full URL for that Vimeo video, which I can do here. Copy that, paste it in, and then I can go done. There's another little option below that says Embed Vimeo password. So a lot of times we'll find that there are students that have created a short film that have entered it into some film festival around the world. Now, though, generally what happens with that is that film will be under embargo until the actual film festival is finished, and they won't be able to show it to the general public. We've put this option in so that those people can actually put their password in here and know that that only the judges will be able to access that video. Same as if they had submitted it to a film festival. So the general public won't be able to view that, but our judges will use that password to be able to log in and be able to judge it accordingly. So I'll hit done. Got my video embedded in there. If I've got it also on YouTube, I can do a YouTube embed as well. We prefer Vimeo videos, and as a general rule, most recruiters do as well, just because you're not having to deal with ads and so forth. So it's just a much more professional way to present your work. Even if you're wanting to submit a link to a recruiter in a studio, they prefer to see it hosted on Vimeo rather than YouTube. Whoops, that one's not working. Maybe I didn't grab the whole URL there or something. But so you would just embed in. I'll just remove that one. So you'd embed in your YouTube video there. I can add a sketch fab viewer there as well. Again, I need the full URL and paste that in there. Don't just paste in that final sort of unique number into that slot there. You need to paste in the full URL. Once I hit done, the Sketchfab viewer will pop up, and then you'll be able to the judges will be able to interact with your asset, whatever it may be. The next one we've got an marmoset viewer as well, so you're able to embed that if you want to. I'm not going to worry about it for this one. We also have a little GitHub guest widget that you're able to. So for the more technical artists that want to show off their code, then they're able to do it using this GitHub just link and just be able to embed that in there so that the judges can actually see their code. I'm going to remove that one as well. So maybe I'm done with that. I've got all my bits and pieces. I'm pretty happy with that entry. I hit continue. Next thing I will be faced with is another area where I can upload an image, and this is really for my final feature image on top of my entry. I can crop in on this and just make sure to hit done down the bottom here. Sometimes I've forgotten that and I'm like, why won't this continue, because I'm down here and I don't see that. Just make sure to hit done, and once that's done, then I'll be able to go in and go, cool, entry. I can add a description in there, maybe not the Sketchfab viewer stuff, but some more text. Drop that in, and then adding tags. So what software I've used. So maybe I've used Painter, Substance Designer, etc. ZBrush. I can add all the bits of software that I've used that to create my entry. Again, one entry can consist of multiple projects. Tags, maybe this is character design, maybe it's environment design, whatever it is, you can add your various tags in here. I'm going to talk about adding team members in another video. This is really for people that are submitting to Game of the Year or Film of the Year, and you've worked together as a group or a team. What happens there is one person from that team gets nominated, and they will create a single entry that they can then add their team members to. One thing to note here is that the additional team members need to also be a registered member of the Rookies website to be able to be added to that entry. So once I'm here, I have the option to save it as save progress. So if I've created this entry and I've got one more project that I think that I might add to it, then I can save it as a work in progress, but know that I can go back, reorder things, edit things, add more projects if I want to. So yeah, you're not publishing it to the contest just yet. You can save it as a save progress here. If I hit continue, I'm also going to get to this point. I can still save my progress here even at this point. I'm going to enter into the game development category, and once I've entered once into the game development category, I won't be able to enter again. So if you were to create another new entry that was for game development, for example, it would be grayed out because you've already submitted one entry for that. So you can only submit one entry per category. And then if I wanted to create another entry for concept art, for example, I would go through the same process that I just did then. I would create a unique entry and then enter that into concept art. For this, I'm happy with game development. Maybe this entry is actually all my work, and I wanted to also submit it to Epic Games for that career opportunity. And that career opportunity could be an internship, could be a portfolio review. But that entry that I've created, I'm not going to be adding any more projects to it. It's actually going to be relevant for this career opportunity. So I can select both of them at this stage. Okay, next I'm going to hit continue. I move through to this point. There's some big red buttons here saying, hey, have you read the rules? Yes, I've read the rules. Are you eligible? Yes, I'm eligible. It's just really trying to make sure that before you hit submit entry, that you're 100% sure that you're ready to go. You must flag these two options down here, and then you hit submit entry. If at this point you're still not sure, maybe I've got some other work I want to add, you can still save it as a version and come back and publish it later. Now I'm going to hit submit entry. I'm going to do that, and what that's going to do says, hey, well done, high five, or it gives a high five, you're done. I'm going to view my entry, and you can see what categories it's entered into there. And we have a quick look. It's loading up my entry here. We can see our top image, and we can see what we're looking at here. Got our process view. Awesome. Got our videos, got our Sketchfab viewer. Everything's looking fantastic. So I'm really happy with that. So now I know I've submitted to those category. My entry is in the Rookie Awards for that year, whatever it may be. So that's great. That's how to create an entry. I can come back up here and go edit details, and that's just editing these basic details. I can't actually go any further back and edit the rest of my project. This is just adding the details. So maybe I forgot a team member, or maybe I didn't add the software tags, or whatever it may be. So I can just edit this at this level. Okay, so that's one thing to note. And that is pretty much me covering how to create an entry for the Rookie Awards.